and it was based working on behalf of the American people through AFPI, American
Policy Institute, and former ambassador to Denmark. Thanks again for your time, Carla.
Thanks, Matthew.
Always great to speak to patriots on the right side of history, doing things for we the people. And that's what we like to see, obviously, in conservative media. And we also really like to talk about a number of our great sponsors as well. Let's go to All Family Pharmacy. Here at RSBN, we always try to point you toward companies that actually support your freedom and give you real choices. And that's exactly why we trust All Family Pharmacy. So they're not your traditional pharmacy out there pushing the flu shots and that kind of thing. All Family Pharmacy is simply different. They give you options. They encourage you to take charge of your health, stay prepared, and have the right medications on hand before sickness hits. And of course, during the holidays, that's important. The travel, the cold weather, the family gatherings. This is when everyone, unfortunately, can get sick. So why wait until someone is miserable and you're scrambling for appointments or pharmacy lines? All Family Pharmacy actually has everything your family might need. So antivirals, antibiotics, ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, mebendazole, even emergency kits and supplements, all doctor reviewed and delivered fast to your door. So while you're out, doing your holiday shopping, there's nothing wrong with adding a few essential medications your family might need. Stock up, stay prepared, and keep your family healthy this season. allfamilypharmacy.com/RSBN and use code RSBN10 for 10% off your order. Let's also go to Monetary Gold before we go to our next live interview. You see the number there and you see the website as well. You get a free info kit on Monetary Gold. And every major financial disaster, of course, begins with a few simple facts that a lot of people ignore out there. We remember back in 2007, it was the overextended credit, the reckless lending, the misplaced faith that everything will work out. And then it didn't. Well, today, some of those same indicators are returning, and they're not theories, they are patterns. And patterns repeat, unfortunately, when people refuse to act. So you have this option here. For more than 25 years, Monetary Gold has guided Americans through every economic storm with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating and one constant truth: that real value endures when paper confidence fades. So you can study the evidence, act on reason. You can give them a call. You see that number there, 888-617-7994, or rsbnforthegold.com today. All right, so it's 11:03, Thursday, December 4th. Once again, this is RSBN Live. I'm Matthew Alvarez. We have a lot going on today. So some of those specifics before we go to our next interview. So we know that in a little bit, the president will greet the president of the Republic of Rwanda, and the president at about 11:10 will greet the president of the Democratic Republic of Congo. At 11:20, the president participated in a trilateral greeting with the president of Rwanda and the DRC. At the Oval Office. As of now, it's all says closed press. However, at 12:10, as you guys see on the bottom of your screen there, the president participates in a signing ceremony with the two African leaders. That will happen at the Donald J. Trump Institute of Peace. That's happening at 10 after the hour at 12 o'clock. Tonight at 4 o'clock Eastern, hope you join us for some coverage. I'm going to be in studio for that coverage as the president will participate in the National Christmas Tree Light from the I watched the Christmas tree light at Rockefeller Center in New York City yesterday on one of the local networks here in Alabama. And let's just say I'm glad I'm watching from afar. New York City, man, I'm so sad and upset about what happened there when it comes to this man that's going to be in office. We can only pray and work hard and vote to hope things for the and former place that worked, the family, Brooklyn and Manhattan. All right, so again, 11:05, Thursday, 4th. We're following a number of stories out there, including the alleged January 6 D.C. was arrested this morning in Virginia by the FBI. He's expected to appear in court today, so we'll enter that story. We're hearing his name is Brian Cole, that is on Truth Social. Meantime, now to Missouri Congressman Bob joins us live. How are you doing?
Good with you.
As well. I was actually watching your floor speech on September 11th, the day after the tragic shooting of Lake Charles, and you spoke truth on that House floor, and it seems like someone didn't like that, did they?
Well, no, they didn't. I received a lot of criticism. But, I started with Charlie Kirk himself about the assassination culture. Too many on the left have condoned political violence. And from the early days, Lenin and Stalin to Pol Pot to Mao to Castro. We know that leftist ideology is violent, but we think in modern American society that would be of the past. But not so. I think we see that Democrat politicians encourage lawlessness. Even last night, the U.S. House of Representatives took to the floor of the U.S. House to say that Donald Trump is somehow lawless. It is really a sad time.
It is. And what was the impact for when we lost that?
Oh, it was personal. I've been fighting this fight for a long time. To see a young, dynamic, intelligent, articulate man like Charlie Kirk gaining not thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars on our college campuses among our young people was so encouraging. And to see him down at the prime of his life, we're married with two beautiful children, was just equally tragic. But I said on the floor that they made up hundreds, thousands of Charlie Kirk.
And if you're just joining us now, this is Missouri Congressman Under Joyce Live. Talk about 30-foot view stories here. This is really a story. It's a face there. Freedom versus tyranny. The tyrannical ways of the left versus what we want, the majority. It's not for every day.
Well, it is, and of course, Congress is like fighting against weaponization of government. In the House, we're going to be bringing Jack Smith, I think one of the worst criminals from this of the weaponization of government in front of us. But really, even when every expansion of government represents an encroachment on our freedoms. There's a lot of talk about healthcare. The Democrats want to move toward a single healthcare system, socialized, and where care is rationed. We are fighting every day on a myriad of issues for freedom and tyranny against the government.
Exactly. And so the constituents in Missouri are these type of things they're saying this is what we want to see done, and specifically bringing Jack Smith, a big deal. It's making a lot of headlines out there. Sometimes people think when people come before a committee or before even judge in the James Comey situation with Comey,
Yes.
people think, well, that's just they're not really doing anything with that. Can you share with people that this matters? The people in Washington D.C. to take care of those that broke the law out there?
Well, yes, we have to do. Look, if you hold the American people, or I tell you, my Uber driver who brought me to the Capitol this morning, they care about affordability. They care about the cost of housing, the education, cost of groceries, cost of healthcare. So there's no question that always so-called pocketbook issues will be the most imminent to most Americans. At the same time, we want to live in a free constitutional republic and not a third world totalitarian banana republic. We need to defend the rule of law. We need to hold accountable those who tried to weaponize the government. No, Democrats accuse us Republicans of doing what they're doing. How many times Democrats used the word insurrection over the last couple of years? And yet it was they who were trying to oppose interaction. They who were trying to put our president of the United States and then our nominee for president of the United States in prison. They were the ones who issued subpoenas and surveilled hundreds of Republicans in the Arctic Trust. Investigation. It wasn't an investigation. It was a witch hunt looking for dirt on Republicans. So we want to defend our way of life, our rule of law. We need to hold people accountable.
100%. Can you also talk about the dangers of prioritizing aliens with safety mechanisms and how city policies contribute to these risks?
No question that the Democrat cities and states are creating sanctuary policy. It's been a long time. Back in 2008 in the Missouri House of Representatives, I passed a law to illegal states in Missouri, but it has just gone crazy now that not only are these sanctuary cities and states giving welfare benefits paid for by U.S. taxpayers to illegal aliens, but keeping the arrest and the deportation of criminal illegal aliens. And Americans have paid a terrible price for this. That's why we had to pass the Lake and Riley Act. I was in Congress in January when we did that. But people have paid for their lives. Very recently, tragically, this little boy named Aiden Antonio was run on Thanksgiving Day. He was running out into the street to pick up a ball. A criminal illegal alien who had been arrested, deported 4 times, but re-entered the country a 5th time, ran over this little boy. This is who the Democrats are protecting, the criminal illegal aliens. They expend our safety.
Exactly. You have people like Red Johnson, others out there across the country that are applauding it, not literally, but
Well, that's right. Yeah, no, every step of the way, Democrat mayors, Democrat governors, and Democrats in Congress are applauding those who oppose our law enforcement. I mean, if I had a dime for every time I heard a Democrat member call ICE agents thugs or fascists or criminals, and that, of course, not only discourages those brave men and women doing their jobs, but it actually places a target on their back by those who listen to them. That's what was so pathetic with seditious six. They were really encouraging our military service men and women to disobey orders, but they disobey unlawful orders. But every day, these same Democrats are telling us all of the Trump administration policies, all the immigration laws that they think are unlawful. So they're not going to get in trouble, but they're encouraging often others who are mentally ill to do their evil bidding for them.
It's awful to see out there, but it's great to see that we still have a number of great people within National Guard, within ICE, within Customs Border Protection, and the military, and on and on. A shout out to all of you guys that are watching our law enforcement there as well, first responders. Without you guys, man, it would not be very easy to protect what's going on. And finally, sir, I just want to ask you, and for joining us, this is about can you talk to us about the heart of the matter? Why you originally said, you know what, I'm running for office, I'm running for we the people of Missouri and the country?
Well, look, I think it's a deep personal reason. I believe that this country is the greatest hope of mankind on this earth, that this country has given so much to me and to my family, and that if we want to preserve this country that's given more freedom, more opportunity to to people in the history of our, we're going to have to fight for it because we are under threat. So it's not naive, but quite literally, man, and I'm sorry to say, our country.
Amen. And that's exactly what we want to see. It's so great to have you on with us. Missouri Congressman Bob Onder, thanks. I hope to have you on the show again.
Thank you. Look forward to it.
All right, so at 11:15 Thursday, December 4th, great to speak to there about a number of issues, including the fact that Jack Smith was recently subpoenaed for a position with the House Judiciary Committee. So we'll see how that all transpires as we are awaiting the president now. At this point, again, the president will be with two African leaders, one in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and then at 10. This is the first event this year at the following building, the Donald J. Trump Institute of Peace. The president will participate in a signing ceremony with the president of Rwanda and the DRC. That's happening about 10 I see on your screen there. If you see anything live, of course, we'll write to it. We do have a few more live views coming up. We're following some stories of the day, but let's go some more sponsors here on right side. It's 11:16. Aimspace.com out of Spring, Texas. Of course, they are military veterans and have been a long-time sponsor here at the Broadcasting Network. And have a shot up there on your screen. And also, if you go to Aimspace.com, use our promo code, you'll get quite percentage off there. We're always good savings when it comes to this product. Aimspace.com, check it out. Also, covegear.com/RSB, $50 off for a limited time. So that was at $200 up to $50. And this is valuable as well. Because think about it, you have a filtration system, and it will taste a little bit like there's a lot of stuff in it. It's because there is stuff in it, right? Toxins or kind of chemicals and stuff we want out of the water. Well, this is a great change. 9% of all of that stuff. So it's you have cold, warm, hot opportunities in the sense of press the button, get which one you want. And you can go there, covegear.com for more information. Drink your Cove Pure. It's something that, obviously out there, they are a food snob of I can admit I'm a water snob. I get it on TV. I don't care because I am. I really like to have water that tastes good, that doesn't have a bunch of stuff in it. You know what I mean? It's great. Pure, live pure, Cove Pure. It's 17. Let's go now to something that I was looking at this morning. And for those of you that are watching right now, whether it's live or first, thank you so much for streaming with here on the Broadcasting Network. A year in so far, we still have this month yet. And of course, the 24/7 news cycle, breaking news can change a whole situation. But let's go back a couple years. We're waiting for the president. Again, if we see my feed, we'll go right to it. But we'll have this little mini break between this live guest and some sponsors and some other information out there that we can share with you. Let's go Throwback Thursday. This is videos. In the videos, what you'll gain out of this is just an encouragement to we the people and free and fair elections. Let's figure out Mike Lindell back in 2022 at Trump rally, just seeing the people there, right? And the video followed the video when Carrie Lake was running for governor, Arizona, and these letters that she received from constituents. It's a really encouraging video.
Thank you for what you do for our country. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Appreciate everything you've done. I'm about to shake your hand. Thank you very much.
America's first.
How you doing,
Get us back right.
Yeah.
I just want you to Christmas.
Mike, what's it like to see this amount of love out here?
Well, they're looking for hope, I give the glory to the Lord. God bless me with a big platform, but it's everybody's platform. And it's just I have a bigger voice right now than everybody else. And it feels good to know that there's people that this inspires me to keep going. And everybody, more and more courage is contagious. And that's where we're at. Everybody, this isn't a time to save your courage for a rainy day.
But honestly, what is it like to see all these people shaking your hands, loving you for being an American patriot?
Yeah, it is pretty amazing. It's I just feel very blessed, you know.
The Arizona and DC cartels. This is a $20 check. This came from Sun City West. I mean, guys, I could go through this whole thing. These letters move me to tears. What's going on in our elections? And the people are the ones who are helping us. They want our case to go forward. They want us to fight this because if we don't fight this now, we're losing our country. It's not fun. I have been offered bribes to get out of politics. We have such a huge movement. They're afraid of this movement being back on the ballot.
There you go. And that was 2 years ago. These are the kind of things that personally I don't forget about. I know many of you that are watching now, it's heartfelt, man. You don't forget these things. You don't forget about what happened in 2020 to our election. You don't forget about the weaponization of President Trump and we the people. You don't forget about the other countries out there that are trying to infringe on all sorts of, including a couple of countries there in Europe right now, namely Ireland and the UK. We don't want any of that here. We want our freedom. So that's what we're praying for. We're hard to get out. The midterm elections, of course, I know they're 300 plus days away, but we still got to get done. Hopefully we'll have the voter reform in, voter ID, ballot, same day voting, proof of citizenship, and on. And if you're just joining us, what the heck as well, that was 2022 in Texas. That Trump rally. I remember I was covering one with Christina Bobb there in Robstown, Texas, and with Right Side Broadcasting Network. And then out of the corner of my eye, I saw him down there after this moment. And you saw what you saw. And then a powerful moment of we people went into Kerry 2 years ago, which was running for governor of Arizona. We forget about any of this stuff. Because a lot of noise, a lot of stories, and talk. The heart of the matter is not for any one of us. And I'm going to get into some of that in a second. But you're looking live here at a number of live pictures there. And them, at the bottom, in order to have President Trump, a memory of the Army Specialist Sarah Beckstrom, of course, with the National Guard. Read that proclamation here as a mark of respect memory of Specialist Sarah Beckstrom, West Virginia Army National Guard, by the authority vested in me as the President of the United States, by the Constitution and laws of the United States of America. I hereby order the flag of the United States shall be flown at half staff at the White House and on all public buildings and grounds, at all military posts and all naval vessels of the federal government in District of Columbia and throughout the United States and its territories and its possession until sunset. December 4th, 2025, Sunday. The President the flag shall be flown at half staff at the same time at all United States embassies, consular offices, and other facilities abroad, including all military facilities and naval stations. That's from President. That's why I have staff there at the White House. Also praying for Andrew Wolf as well, the Staff Sergeant with the National Guard of West Virginia. At last check, we spoke with Representative Riley Moore of West Virginia earlier this week, and told that the family says that it is a critical condition and asking for prayers. That's the latest I've heard. I just texted the representatives just now to see if there's an update, but that's the latest I was here at 11 Eastern Time. Again, before we get our sponsors, I wanted to wrap up what I was talking about before about all that noise talk out there. It was great to have an exchange of ideas and the truth report all over the place, whether it's on the right side, on conservative media, watch out there, the podcast, all the things. I know it's a lot of noise. I know it's a lot of, but at the end of the day, we know that we have freedom of speech and to cover what is true or uncover and for investigation. And at the end of the day, the 30,000 view of what I believe that we, the people, want. This is after a number of years, in terms of a number of years working here at Right Side, 22, and conservative at heart, a Christian, of course. We've all gone through ups and downs, but the point is this. I believe we, the people, simply want a number of things. I'm just going to go with the 30,000 foot views right now. We want secure elections, freedom of spirit. We want even more transparency, and bad actors held accountable to the court of law. So if we have those things happening, if freedom preserved, if we have elections, if we have even more, we have to the Congress, a point you joined us earlier, I think Jack Smith going to committee. We need to get all that taken care of in order our country, the United States of America, become a country out there that doesn't have freedom or freedom. Anyway, I've been 29, about an hour. We're going to see more footage, and also live interview on what we'll see the president, because at 12:10, that's when we are scheduled to see the president participating in a signing ceremony with the president of one end of the Republic of Congo. So that's going to be at the Donald J. Trump Institute of Peace. First time we're covering an event at that building this year. All right, let's go to a couple sponsors as it's the bottom right now, 11:30. All Family Pharmacy. You know, here at RSBN, we companies actually look for your freedom and give you a real choices. That's exactly what they're not. They're out there pushing solutions, that kind of thing. All Family Pharmacy is simply different. They give you options. They encourage you to guard your health, stay prepared, and have the right medications on hand for this hit. So, of course, during the holidays, that's important. The cold weather, everyone can get sick. So, why someone's miserable and you're scrambling for equipment, front lines. All Family Pharmacy have everything your family might need. Virals, and supplements. all I do what fast you're doing. So while you're out doing some holiday shopping there with online out there, I'll just hit the mall. We really don't go to malls as much anymore. While you're out doing your holiday shopping, there's nothing wrong with adding a few medications you might need. You can stock upstairs. Visit allfamilypharmacy.com/RSBN. Use code 10 to save off your order. And our next is very gold, but quickly, those watching on Rumble, YouTube, X, wherever you're watching right now, you type on there, it's like, do you guys go to the mall? Does everybody still go to